I worked in the city today.
Did you, man?
I rushed home.
Welcome, and thank you for choosing free conference call.
Yeah. I liked it.
I always flip the numbers, so I
If
won't.
you are the host, press
Yeah,
star
it's
now.
also-
Otherwise, please wait, and you will be
So
joined
much
into
nicer
the
than my
conference.
train.
Is there an agenda? Printed agenda?
They're normally on there.
Please announce yourself.
Everything's different now.
Hi, this is John. How you doing?
Hi, John.
Hey, Lori.
Staying warm? John?
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me. Yeah.
You're just ignoring me, I see.
No, it was cold and windy, but we're back indoors now, so it's all good.
Okay, I've been to board meetings that had small attendees, but I've never been the sole one.
It hasn't started yet.
The rush is coming.
Sorry, I'm spreading all over the place here. And I got this thing, it's, all right. Sarah isn't on there. Didn't bring your box with you? You should have Jerry carry it for you.
I don't think I'll get him.
You worried about me? She needs tissues. Not far enough.
Well, he needs a tissue too.
Dover's VIP weekend.
I was just gonna say, he's gonna be sick with it, man.
That's not very nice.
$1:00.
12:30. 12:30,
10 a.m.
But it starts at 10.
Opens at 10.
yes.
I'll be there at 10.
At 10, you'll be there.
Although if he's always so early, I shouldn't have told him 12:30. Is it? Okay. All right, welcome to the February 18th Village Board meeting. If you can please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hopefully everyone's had an opportunity to read the minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the January 21st and February 3rd minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Oops, I skipped. I'm sorry, let me reset. Sorry. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing regarding the CDBG grant?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
There is no comments for the public hearing, so can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, now let's try the minutes again. All right, so can I get a motion to approve the January 21 and February 3rd minutes?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, so the public hearing was in order for us to apply for the CDBG 2025 program year, and we had discussed at our last meeting that what we want to do is apply for Phase 2 for Anderson Way. Anderson Way's project of the new water main total was over $300,000. We were successful in getting $150,000 through the CDBG grant program, and so we're looking to apply, which is the maximum that you can get for a single municipality. So we're looking to apply again and hopefully get another $150,000, so that way we're only financing the overage of the over 300. So does anybody have any questions regarding that?
No?
No?
All right, so I'll make a motion to move forward with applying for the CDBG grant.
I'll second that.
Any other discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sarah, did you join us?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you, welcome. All right, Betsy, you're up, and if you could do me a favor and come to the podium, only because there's a microphone there, so that the recording people can hear.
Bring my nose. So thank you all for having me here tonight. And I just want to tell you a little bit about what we did this past season and what we plan to do this coming season. So this past season, we had 16 market days on the Village Green, plus our usual pre-Thanksgiving market at the firehouse, which everybody loves. And we had 16 weekly vendors. They're there every single week. And then we have a rotating group of artisan vendors, which includes everything from jewelry, specialty baked goods.
Nick the Knife?
Nick the Knife is a guest for us, yeah. We love having him there.
The sharpener?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a great addition to the market.
Yeah.
And of course,
Everybody lines up for Nick. when
yeah,
he's
they
there.
do. That and Dan Medora Farm and Dykeman's when they've got corn. So this was the first year that we had 2 vendors providing food, selling food, to be edible right there, walk around with it. I mean, the cookies and the pickles you could do that with, but now this year we had La Guadalupana and we had Dancing Bear, who were selling food to eat on the spot or take home. We also had food trucks. This year we had Mandy's Caribbean food. We had an ice cream truck for the kids, which brings me to another point. We had several kids-centric events this year. We had balloon time, we had face painting, we had a magic show, we had make your own snow cone, and that really drew a lot of families to the market. We were really pleased with the results of that. I feel like I left somebody out.
I'm sure you did.
Well, something that I was thinking that I appreciate at the farmer's market is you give a nonprofit the opportunity to be there.
We have the Give Back table, thank you, Lori, which we have nonprofits who are focused primarily on ecology, the environment, taking care of what we've got. So we have had everything from frogs and of other hauling-centric.
And so Deb
Right.
Morosky and I had the table there for gather around the table for the
Yeah.
2 holiday dinners that we did.
So it's been great having them there, and it's everything from the Cornell Co-op Extension, who comes, the Audubon Society, and we also have the Garden Club. So people who plant things, grow things, take care of things for us. And what else have we done? Did I mention we did food demonstrations?
No.
Wow, okay, so we did 8 food or food-adjacent demonstrations, and some of them were, we're going to show you how to make this thing. And then, of course, everybody, there were some that were hands-on. There were others that were, you watch me make it and I'll give you samples to taste. Other ones were, I've got these things, let's see what we can make. And it was all stuff from the market, all fruits and vegetables from the market. And it was just kind of, it was done on the fly, which is what a lot of people end up doing at home. You go home, you're ready for dinner, and you look in the refrigerator, and what am I going to make? And then we also have expanded our work with the Pauling Resource Center. They are the ones who work closely with us on the Feed Your Neighbor program. They vet the participants. They give out our program cards to these people, the people who qualify. They bring the card to the market, we punch it, and they get, well, we're planning to raise it this year from $15 to $20 a day. You don't have to spend it at the market that day. You can save them up, and you can use it on any food or drink at the market, anything you can eat, anything you can drink. Whether you want to buy ground coffee, we have some really lovely liquor distillers who come to the market. Yeah, and that's been a really big success. We've expanded it by adding rides. So we use the Pauling Resource Center car, SUV, to pick up people at King's Apartments because a lot of those people don't have any way to get to the market. And sometimes I think it's their only chance to get into the village. So if you know anybody who wants to volunteer, we'd really appreciate that. And I'm sure the Resource Center would too, because they always need drivers. They lost a lot of drivers during COVID. Not that they passed away, but that
So that's something that we can put on our community,
Yeah, for sure.
on our website.
That would be
Advertise
terrific.
Things like that, so that's something that we'd like to use the website for, is for community need to get the word out, so,
yeah, so that would be terrific.
okay.
And let me see. And we have expanded our business sponsorship program to help us pay for the market. We, of course, have to run a portisan so that people aren't going into McKinney and Doyle and abusing the privilege. And yeah, it's a good convenience. I wish that the restroom in the chamber building was still available, but we'll keep hoping. So that's what we did last year, and we're planning on continuing and expanding same things this year, growing it. Hopefully, we'll keep on growing for the next several years. Is there any question? Are there any questions I can answer?
I just have a quick question. I mean, I know it's a great draw for the village, and I always drive, stop in, drive by. Have you ever done a head count on one of the events, on one of the days? Just, I'm curious how many people might come during the day.
Well, because we don't have a single entry point,
Right.
like we did during COVID when we could count, what we do is take head counts 3 times during the day at regular intervals, set
Right.
times. And so we can only guess from that.
What have you come up with? Do you remember the numbers offhand?
No, but
Okay, that's fine.
there were days where at the count time, we had over 100 people.
Easily, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and there are other days that it's raining and nobody wants to go outside.
It happens.
But you also usually always have live music that keeps people there. You know,
Yes, we
Get a
do.
cup of coffee and sit and enjoy the music.
Yes, ma'am.
Get
And we will-
something to eat while you're sitting there as
Yep.
well. And,
Get a cookie,
yep,
Pickle on a stick.
take a lot of stick.
sick, yeah,
Uh-huh.
right.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're going to continue that again.
So what are the dates for this year?
The 14th of June through the 27th of September.
Okay.
I haven't written it or said it often enough, so I still have to think.
Great. It's a great thing to have here, for sure.
That's a great draw.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
It's
just
wonderful.
great for
Yeah, it's great.
for us community
Yeah, right.
members to go down there. It gives you a chance to see your neighbors,
Yeah.
chit chat, catch up with friends, you know, and get some
Yeah.
fresh produce or pickle on a stick, or, you know.
It's for the babies, not for
So, no, it's great.
That's
It's a great program. We look forward to it every year.
I really hope that the community will support the Feed Your Neighbor program,
Okay.
because we rely on, we got grants from the Pauling Community Foundation and from the Farm Bureau, and we got a surprise grant at the very end of the season from the Rotary Club. And that and contributions are how we fund Feed Your Neighbor.
What about New York State Farmers Market? There's a New York State organization, or New York State Ag and Markets, you know,
That we
they
can,
oversee the
yeah, we
farmers
apply
markets as
through
well.
to several of
Okay.
them.
So if someone wants to, so you're saying you're hoping people support, how do they do that? How would they do that?
They can either contribute
Do you
at the
have that
market.
on your website, or?
It's on our website, a
Okay.
link to be able to contribute.
Okay. And if they come to the market, is there at your table, at the farmer's
They-
market table? that
They
you
can
have?
contribute there in cash or by credit card,
Okay.
or a check if they feel so inclined.
Just want people to be able to know how to contribute.
Great, well, I can't get here quick enough.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
warmer weather, so.
So if you could just reach out to me a few, like 3 weeks ahead of time to go over the usual minutia stuff that we need
Yes,
to
I will do
get
that.
ready for you. Great.
I will.
Anybody have any questions?
No,
Great.
look forward to
Yeah.
it coming back, though.
Yeah.
It's a part of the Saturday routine.
Yeah, isn't that a great way to start Saturday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And, you know, we love looking at all the kids and all the dogs.
Yeah, a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got the great music. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so, do we have her?
I think we did,
Yeah, that's what I want to do. All
We
right,
do.
so I'm going to make the motion to approve the farmer's market green permit. I forgot the name of it. What? Village green use permit.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
Nope.
everything's in order, right? I mean, obviously, yeah, done this enough time, so, yeah.
I saw her looking at
Great.
it. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Betsy. Thank you. All right, I'll make a motion to approve the December and January's Metro North Treasurer's Report as presented.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Did we skip native?
Native.
Oh, I did, because I checked it for some reason. Okay. So I skipped over native landscape. So I think we've had this discussion before. I'm trying to redevelop the medians that are along Charles Coleman. We had Pride Landscape remove all the vegetation in the middle one and put mulch down. The plan now is we're going to have Native Landscape be the one that does the plantings in the middle of each of the medians. They're going to be, the plants are going to be selected for height, color, and salt tolerance, so that there's going to be a succession of color and interest throughout the season. So you're going to have some spring flowering plants, then summer, then fall, even some winter interest in the medians. They're only going to be planted in the actual center with mulch going to the side. So that way people can park right next to the curbing and be able to open their door and be able to step on the mulch, so that we're not having them parking away from the curbing and making a driving pinch point and parking issue. So, Pride Lawn Service is going to be, that's who maintains our medians. They will be removing the vegetation. Native Landscape will be planting the new vegetation, flowers, and then Pride will come behind and mulch everything for us. So that's the one proposal. The other proposal from Native Landscaping is when he so nicely volunteered to do the lighting of our Christmas tree. He noticed that a lot of the trees around the chamber building are rubbing on the roof. There's too much shade on the roof, which is creating moss, which will deteriorate your roof pretty quickly. So a lot of the trees just need to be pruned back. So I think it's important that we get both of these done. I don't know if anybody has any questions regarding either one of these proposals.
So the question I have with the, by the chamber building,
Yeah.
these type of trees, they're probably best to be done this time of year, right? While
Yes.
they're dormant?
Yes, it needs to be done right away. So
Yeah.
as soon as we
Approve?
approve this tonight, hopefully, I will be calling him tomorrow
Great.
to send them out and get it going.
Yeah, no, that's,
That's important to do it right now. This
Yeah.
is the time of year that that has to get done.
and you can see, yeah, they've definitely overgrown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not healthy for them either,
No,
the trees,
no.
so they
Pull
need to
them
be
back, yeah,
pruned
help them.
back and
Yeah,
get
help them.
healthier.
Yeah.
And Pride will have no problem with the upkeep of the medians?
No, they'll be able to do that, so, so that should be no problem.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right,
So
so,
I'll make a motion, I guess we'll do them separately.
okay,
Does that sound right?
okay,
I'll make a motion for the native landscape proposal for 1480 to prune the trees near the chamber building.
okay.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And I'll make a motion to approve the actual median plantings that we're going to do.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Now, twice I've missed something tonight.
Want to use mine? Yeah, I checked yet.
All right. Jonathan, do you have anything for us?
Just for updates, really just a Pauling Commons update. So hopefully we're getting close to construction here. We're still waiting on a few items from the applicant before we can authorize them to get into construction. So I know we've been working with Sarah and Lori here. They have a change in contractors that's going to be doing the tapping. So we're just waiting on updates to their indemnification agreements, some final insurance items to meet the requirements that were set forth for construction, and then hopefully we can authorize here to move forward.
Great. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I noticed that the sign on East Main, with the construction date changed. And I wanna say it was like a week-long span. Is that just because we're giving a window?
I think it's
Or do we think
because
the work's gonna
until
take that
they
long?
get the written authorization from us, they don't know what day they can actually start, so they're just kind of,
How long's the process?
it's a three,
Yeah,
maybe 4 day.
Okay.
yeah. The first day they're planning to probably open up the northbound lane for excavation, so it'll be a single lane closure. The second day, the same thing for the southbound lane on the side the water main's on. Then the third day, they're gonna have everything prepped, ready to go, so they can do the tap on the water main, run the line across. They're planning to do the air test of the sewer on the same day. And then if they need to get into day 4, it'll just be final temporary restoration is what we're anticipating.
Okay. What is the traffic plan?
So they're gonna have flaggers there, there's gonna be signage all throughout, detouring as much traffic as possible to let them know there's gonna be the lane closure. But anybody that does have to come down, there's gonna be flaggers that are going to manage that.
So we're only gonna have one side open at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there'll be, when they actually do the tap, there's gonna be I don't know, Jonathan can say how long, but there'll be an actual road closure, just a very temporary one
Until they
to
get
do the tap, and then it will go back to one lane. or
Can we
whatever.
push that to after work hours? Like middle of the day? And not between 8 and 10
I
a.m.?
think that we're trying to do as much middle of the day, because we also have the school buses
Right,
navigating.
that too.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
So,
And we did require that they notify, you know, the schools, the buses,
911.
emergency services, 911, just so we're as prepared as possible.
Okay,
and the tractor trailers were trying to detour around the site,
okay.
so.
Because you only got that school road and then the parking lot. Otherwise, you're gonna have to turn off on Coulter or just not come down.
Right, right,
And if you live right in front of it,
Yes.
that could be a real issue.
yes. Yes, it will be
Yeah,
very
they're
inconvenient for one in particular.
One of us will really feel this.
Any other questions?
No.
Anything else, Jonathan?
I think that's it.
Okay,
Probably.
all right, thank you.
No problem.
Sarah, do you have anything for tonight?
Nope, I'll just agree with Jonathan's update, and that's really what we've been working on here, so.
Yes, it's been a little consuming. So, all right, thank you, Sarah. Does anybody have any questions for Sarah?
No.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
All right, I am going to make a motion to approve the Metro North bills in the amount of $1,953.66.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
right, does any board member have anything else before we adjourn?
I just have two very quick things. One, we still have an opening on the ZBA. If anybody knows of anybody that's interested, reach out to the Jennifer, the village clerk, get the information on that. Also, the parade, the St. Patty's Day Parade is this Saturday, the 22nd, I believe is the date. That starts at 10 a.m., so traffic is going to be detoured at different spots throughout the village. Just keep that in mind.
Are we closing at,
They're going to be,
I can't think of the name of that street. Is it Broad?
well, Broad Street's going to be closed from about 10 a.m. till the end, probably till 6 p.m.
Okay.
People will be diverted up around Union and out to
Yeah,
Elm and
they
then
can go
Oak to go around.
Okay.
They're also going to be closing the road in front of the Chamber Building on Charles Coleman Boulevard,
Going north.
going north.
Okay.
A section of that will be closed.
Okay.
The other portion of Charles Coleman will be two-way,
Like they do for the car show?
similar, yeah.
Well, the car
The
show, we
Wednesday
normally
car
divert
show?
them down Broad, but we have that closed, so it's gonna be two-way in front of Joe Downey section.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, watch for signs
Yeah.
and people. There'll
Don't
be people there to direct as
Yeah,
well.
Don't drive in the village.
All
on
right,
that
anything
day.
else?
I just wanted to thank the highway guys for the snow removal. They did a great job.
They
One
did.
thing
That was
to be out
tough
there,
snow.
that was tough, that was ice, that was
Yeah.
nasty. A lot of cars overturned.
Yeah.
Not here, thank goodness.
Ice removal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nasty,
Yeah, that was no joke.
Yeah, Still is,
yeah.
so, okay. All right, well then, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Jonathan and Sarah. Have a good night.
Have a nice night.
I did for a second. I love the way he does that, so I've been